welcome back to Praggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Praggers, and this is Techtonica. In the last episode, we got some green research cores, and we're working towards. We need to work towards seismo processing, but we need more green cores. One of the other things we were doing in the very last episode was looking for data stuff, because we are missing in here transportation, some of these we're missing at least one, because we found the power trim ones. So these are unblocked, so we can start working our way through those. And I think everything else is now unlocked, or ready to be unlocked. Except for these excavator bits. We haven't found those yet, but that's fine. However, I know I asked in the last episode for people to let me know where, if they knew where the HP Glide 1 is. And the video hasn't gone live yet. I'm recording these ahead of time because next week is half term. So when you see this one, it will be Thursday, so it will be nearly over. However, I did Google it, and it said it was over here. Okay, so oh, what have we got here? Container Mark 2s. A lot of Container Mark 2s. HP Glide 1. Found it. There we go. So, just in case you're missing this one, we are in this room here, which is along the south of the map, in one of the big rooms. But if I come up here, so if you find these, which will obviously show up as big green or green boxes on your map, and then hop over the fence, and you have a lot of Mark II containers. So that solves that mystery. Now, basically, because these are a great source of plant matter bricks, and we need those for stuff. This is just processing. How much fuel have we got? Not a lot, but we've got some. Right then. So if we head this way, gathering that and that. Right. Now, hopefully, repower those up. Yeah, this is all now backed up, so this is, yeah, that's fine. Let's just check the sand levels, because we can't do it from anywhere up here. I suppose we could put a sand pump down. Yeah, 3826, that's fine. And we've got sand and scrap coming back. Loads of scrap coming in. Okay. So that's that. We are almost up to lab. In fact, what we can do, because we have the drilly bits. In fact, if I just come in here, sort my inventory, pop those in as well. I think we're going to do it, so that will be exciting. How are we doing here for... Yeah.
Excavation complete. Elevation to laboratory level restored.
Okay. Okay, so there is a problem, and that could be... Right, 3,500. Have we got some that aren't? So. We're sort of keeping up. We could do with more power. Which, as a short burst, we can do, because we're going to have a load over at... let's pop those in. Where were we? On Victor, because where we're doing that little siphoning off of power. Hang on a minute. No, you are just coming through. Our little siphoning of power. Yeah, I'm tempted. Do you know what? I'm gonna do it. I am going to do that. Just to fill in the little blanks. And yeah, that's not doing a whole lot, but then it only takes 2, so that's fine. So we'll put that in, and that should hopefully help power that a bit more. Right. I am going to drop in a load of those, but I'm not going to make any more, because we're going to go and yes, let's go and explore laboratory.
Facilities and submerged technologies detected. Concurrent complications of elevator excavation and sand removal continue to increase.
Yeah, so this is still running on that power. Okay. So we're going to have to do more excavation. Fantastic. Well, let's see what we can see. a lot, by the looks of it. Oh, hang on.
This place looks like the science facility in Victor, but small. And filled with all sorts of projects I've never seen before.
I believe this was Mirage's private laboratory. She claims that solitude was a prerequisite for her best work. We should have known it was for little more than concealing discoveries from the rest of us.
Well, she can't hide anything from us now. Let's see if we can find any clues that will lead us to her.
Okay, well, we are going to need to set up sand and power. And by sand, I mean sand pumping. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much we can see. We just need to start getting some pumps in. But I really don't know how we're going to power it all. That's my concern, is powering it all. Because we're still going to need to send power to we're going to need to send power up to lab as well. So, and it's not just $12. How come? What are you? Oh, no, they should be coming through. Have we messed up steel? Looks like it. No, what? Yeah, it is steel. I mean, we'll do that. I don't think it's necessarily the right thing to do, but oh well. Yep, that's keeping up, so that's all groovy. That output is full, that output is full. Pop those in there. So, air transportation, 40. boost in air horizontal velocity to 80% of ground movement speed. Take that. Okay. Oh. Whoops. That'll be why it's perfectly fine in keeping up, because there wasn't any coming across. That will do it. Okay. So yeah, we need to come up with some... So let's have a look. Right, so that is keeping up. I mean, that is all backed up. I mean, that is going to become a problem. Okay. Maybe we just do... I don't know. I mean... Pure 14 diesel. That breaks down there. Because the other thing is, people have spoken about how they can generate electricity. The crushers. But I don't really understand it. Right. Let me just take what I can. So yeah, we need to either get more power Sierra, wasn't it? But it's going to become a similar thing to what we've got now, except we'll have 2 floors that require the power, while one does all the work. But I suppose it's not a massive issue. And if we head back to archive, I mean, we are almost there. And they're barely pulling out any. But why? Dig speed because there's no fuel coming to it. Well, that's because it's on its way. But what are we down to? 49,000. So we're down to 50,000. Because the other thing is, these should last longer as well anyway. Because that's the potential other thing to do, is to increase the production of the super fuel. And send that up here. Because we'd need potentially 3 of these. What have I got on? Because obviously we've only got the one. Hang on a minute. I've got a sand pump. Let me just put a sand pump down. $8,200, but there is only 37,000. Okay. Right. And one on its own, because that's all I've got over here. Is doing 2,000? Interesting. So we'd need potentially 2. It's a shame they don't work off electricity, really. Because that would be helpful. But, yeah. Threshing speed, smelting speed. Plant matter compression. Shiverthorn gel. Enables compression of Shiverthorn gel and plant matter to produce plant matter bricks. But that recipe is sesmite gel and plant matter fibre. I'm very confused. Cores required 100. So yeah. One of the things I do want to do on freight is I want to take, what have we got in here? The gold. Excuse me. I want to set up gold coming out. And I want that into smelter Mark 3s. That's not going to work, is it? Hang on. Right, I'm going to work on that. Because I need to work something out. So that this doesn't do what it's doing. I need it evenly distributed. And I don't think this is the right way of doing it. I think it needs to be this. Instead. And then there we go. So that's what I think. That's kind of what I wanted to do, but I don't really know what else we can do with the gold at the moment because I don't think we've got it unlocked. Yeah, electrical sets, gold ingots and scrap ore, assemblers, but I haven't got that unlocked yet. So for now, we're just going to take that gold and produce it into here, but I'm going to limit the storage for a bit, and I imagine maybe I can still use orange ones to get up to mech. Interesting. Yeah, but I think that's all we've got time for, so this one might be a little bit shorter for now. And we'll come back up to archive because we need to do something. I mean, we've now got power. We've got enough. Yeah, we've got enough fuel coming up here. Although I've got a sneaky suspicion Sierra's hogging all of the high quality. High quality because yes. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's going to be that. But yeah, we've got all the power coming out, so these are all now all powered. But even these, as we've got them, wouldn't be enough to get over. Hang on a minute. Right, how much? Maybe we do a quick little experiment. Just a quick experiment. No, I don't think we need to do that. Right. I put that in there, that is 350. Oh no, 39,000 in the pump. Why is that only 350? I'm confused. Dig speed level 350 kilo a minute. I'm confused, but I don't really understand it. That's 20,000, but it's still 350. $28. $24. Yeah. I do think we need to finish up archive. Clearing out archive before we start coming up to lab and getting archive processing. If that makes sense. Just so that it's keeping level. X-ray. So we're going to head back up to X-ray and see how we're getting on with the green cores, and then we'll wrap up the episode. So come over here. We have 56. Great. We can pop 35 in there. Put this full. Yeah. Okay. We'll take those down. But while I go and put those into the system, thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, ticking the bell so you know when new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come and talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.